Kia ora, bestie boos.
Hello.
Hi. We are back. We took 1 week off. So for all of those that didn't see that on our Instagram stories, we took a week off. We didn't just disappear, but we are back.
Yeah. Hello. We are back.
Are you happy to be back?
Yeah. I missed it.
Yeah, same.
Having a week off, I was like, oh, I really want to do it again.
I really want to hear the sound of my own voice on Spotify.
Okay.
All right, start off with the highlight, lowlight. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. My lowlight was we had one of our friends' kids' birthday party the other day. That's definitely not the lowlight, the party. But the lowlight for me was the fact that none of the adults told me that there was like a red bit of capsicum pepper in my teeth. And it wasn't until a child, your child, told me, Sam, why do you have that red thing in your teeth? I went, oh my gosh, Miller, thank you so much for telling me.
Oh, bless
so
him.
you have raised a great young man there. My highlight though, a friend of mine, and I'm not going to name names or give away any clues, but she slept with a really attractive man. And that's my highlight. I felt like it was a win for the group. And that's all I'm going to say about it. And don't message me, people who know me, and say, was it blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to tell you. Wasn't me.
Will you tell me?
No.
I want to know.
Probably. What about you?
I thought you were going to swipe on to the next thing. Like I just didn't matter.
Yeah, I was about to, and I thought, oh, that's right. Got to let her have her turn.
Oh, all right. I went down south last weekend. I had such a nice time. One of my other besties, she lives on the Clutha River in the most gorgeous home with the most beautiful views.
Is she rich?
Well, I don't know.
Well, you live
Should
on
we
a
just give
river.
her a bell?
You live on a river with gorgeous views. Oh, she is sounding good on her though. Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with being rich.
Yeah. And she's had a third son. So it was nice to meet her third son, and also one of her children was turning 5. So Miller and I flew down for the weekend and, yeah, lived that farm life.
That was the highlight?
Yep. That. Yep.
Okay, good, because otherwise you were just catching us up.
Yeah. No. It was the highlight. I had so much fun. And it's just like, honestly, farm people, completely different lifestyle to the one I live. Also, did you know her neighbour, small world, your aunt,
Yes, I know I did. I have heard that before. You've told me this before.
through the Beaumont grapevine.
Yep, that's the one. Got family everywhere.
And then Lowlight, probably just I've struggled this week with the juggle, like figuring out everything, like bloody school mum, work life, family, friends, keeping on top of everything. It's a hard task.
Daylight savings also
Yeah.
doesn't help in that mix in the past week or so. Really throws everything off with the kids' sleep.
Yeah, totally.
Something that did happen about a week ago. Sarah is so bothered. She's beyond bothered.
What is happening?
I came back from a family trip to Nelson Sunday and she said, have you seen? I said, seen what? Pictures of Robert Irwin.
Jeepers. They were everywhere. You couldn't miss them.
No, you
Him and
couldn't.
his big bloody snake. It just like slapped you in the face when you opened Instagram, you know? It did.
Oh my God. But
Wow.
what I loved the most is I came back from Nelson, you're like, have you seen about Robert Irwin? And I was like, no, what's happened? Is he okay? Immediately I'm worried about the guy. And you're like, nah, he has done a commercial photo shoot for Bonds and he is so hot. Oh my God, he's so hot. And you were going on about it. But then you had that moment of,
Oh, yeah.
how old is Robert Irwin?
Yeah, because Michael and I were discussing the Robert Irwin situation.
You and your husband?
Me and my husband. And I was like, nah, surely he's like 25 at least. We looked him up. 21. A baby.
You go
I was
sit
like,
yourself in a corner.
Yeah. Did you see those TikToks? They were so funny. And it was just people taking themselves to the corner because they were like, I've just been on like Robert Irwin TikTok all day. I love it though, like all the wraparound hype and
The
stuff.
wraparound hype.
Yeah, well, like all the people
You're
who
the one with the wraparound hype.
I know, but people were like on planes going to friggin' Australia Zoo. My friend, she was
What?
like people are going to Australia Zoo to
This
see.
is like a
see
call
him.
to action. This is
called
a cool.
action.
They've seen it
Yeah.
from home and they thought, I must go now.
I know. And my friend, she's so funny. She messaged and she was like, do you think we really should go to Australia Zoo now? And I was like, well, to be honest, we were talking about going there before the Bonds campaign come out. So surely. But nah, sometimes I've seen some stuff pop up on my feed now and I was like, oh no, he looks far too young. Jeepers. I just got caught up in the hype for a minute.
Yeah, slap yourself so
I
you have a
know.
cold shower, girl.
Jesus. But Bonds must be stoked. That was their launch into the US market. It could not have gone any better.
Oh my gosh, hello from down under.
Actual.
We haven't had a D&M in a while.
No.
Like, the past few episodes have been lots of light-hearted stories and stuff, which has been so nice.
Yeah.
But we haven't had a chance to just, shoot the shit, as they
Yeah.
say. I don't actually really
Do
like
they say
saying
that?
that. I don't
Shoot
know.
the shit.
I'm sorry that I said it. It felt icky.
Shoot the breeze.
Shoot the breeze. We've had 2 weeks off from the podcast, and the podcast has been going so well.
Oh, yeah. It was so nice, though, like, to take some time off and just look back. Can you believe we've done 5 episodes? But, oh my gosh, like, the support we have had has been so phenomenal. Like, even from before we bloody launched. Do you remember at the Christmas? Sam holds a Christmas party every year, and at this year's Christmas party, we sort of told people, no, we're really doing this. We're going to start a podcast this year. This year's the year.
It's because so many people saying, what are you doing now, Sam? Are you going back to work? Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. But me and Sarah are going to start a podcast. That's something for me to do, and I really want to do it.
Yeah, and the girls, they were so supportive. Like everyone would wrap around. Oh my gosh, totally can't wait. What's it going to be called? What are you going to talk about?
Oh,
what are you
share
going to
it.
do?
Oh, tell all my workmates. Yeah, all the girls were really pumped about it, and they were like, I'd listen to that.
Yeah.
Yes, that was
Can
really
you remember
nice.
the voice?
I tried to actually cast it out of my mind because I remember that night we genuinely got in a bit of a pip with one of the boys.
Did we ever?
Because what did he say when we told him that we were going to? He's being a smart ass, but also a little bit truthful-ish, I think, for him. What did he say?
I quote, and I quoted it to him again this week, we are the most least interesting people to listen to.
That's just not true, though.
Well, maybe for him, but you should have seen when I went to his house and told his partner and his mum that he said that, they were like, get outside.
That's what I love now. Things happen on social media, like to a celebrity, and some random guy says a sassy comment to them. Then they go and like message their mum, find them on social media and be like, send them the screenshots. Like, do you know this is what your son's doing? Or their employer. Oh, love that kind of revenge.
I know. He wasn't the only one, though. I remember there was like some other guys. I'm not
going to say who, but the comment was, the podcast market's really saturated. Everyone starts a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, if everyone does, where's yours?
Also, and why not us?
Yeah, why not? I think everybody, I think there's probably lots of people out there that could start an amazing podcast. They just don't do it. That's the difference. It's the difference is doing it. Anyway, stuff them.
Yeah. And well, thanks to the gals, because the gals have really wrapped around since we did do it. And thank you everyone who does comment and share and sends us a nice message and a review, because man, like, we read and feel every one of those.
Oh, it means everything.
Yeah.
I just love that because, like, we want you guys to be a part of it as well. It's not just about us, it's about us all. It's just we're the ones doing the talking, I guess.
Yeah, it's been the best. I bloody love it, gal.
Same. And I'm really happy with it, and I'm happy with where it's going, and I don't really have, like, I don't say this in a bad way, but I don't have a lot of expectations on it. I'm not sitting here going, oh, I'm expecting this, this, and this to come from it, but I would love good things to come from it. That is for sure. But I think, it's so nice, over a year on now from Sam passing away, having something like this. Because like I'd said to you so much, I just need a win. I just need something because, like I lost Sam, but I also lost my career.
Yeah.
And then with that, you lose the social aspect of your life that it was before. Like, I used to work during the day.
Yeah.
I wasn't alone with a child all day, every day and things like that. So it's been a hard grind.
Yeah.
Get to this point to make this, but I still, and I love the podcast, don't get me wrong. Now I feel like I might sound ungrateful, but I still do feel really lost in every other aspect of life. And I definitely feel better now than I have since Sam passed. And to be honest, I'd say that's a combination of antidepressants that I'm on and a bit of time and great friends and great family you know.
Great psychologist.
Great psychologist. I actually, really do rate my psychologist. She's really helpful.
Yeah.
But something that's like I've done a while ago is my wedding ring. I don't know if you noticed it.
Yeah,
I think I knew that you did, and I knew that you were doing that thing where you're like, I'm not going to say anything because I hadn't said anything, and I genuinely appreciated that.
I noticed like the day you did it, gal.
And I did it probably. I think it must have been like 3 weeks ago or so, and I did it, and then I swapped it back after. I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 days, and I put it back and I had it back on that one for a couple of days, and then I went back over to this side. And then it must have been yesterday my sister noticed.
Right.
And she is the only person that said anything to me. And she goes, oh, like you could tell that for her, she just went, she noticed it, she just said it.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, you thought your ring's over. And I was like, oh, yeah. And then just moved on.
Yeah.
I didn't even give her an inch because I panic.
Yeah.
The panic in me, and then
and she would have just been she would have just been saying it because she noticed, not
totally
because of any.
It wasn't loaded question.
No.
It wasn't judgmental, anything like that. But for me, I start to think, how do I feel about that? How do I feel that I'm not wearing that ring there anymore? The part that's felt good about changing it is that no longer when I look at my wedding hand, I feel like since Sam died, I would look at that and be like, where are you? And things like that. And I would feel really jarred by it. I'm like, like it was like, I'm married.
Yeah.
Like screaming
So
at me.
where's the husband?
Yeah. And because we were only married for like 4 or 5 months before he died. So, it was still brand new to wear wedding rings and stuff. So, yeah, there's something about having it on this side that when I look at it, it's like, I know Sam's died. Like it doesn't feel as... Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like it must be a bit more peaceful to look at rather than a chaotic feeling of where is he, what's like...
It's more like it's over here because he's died.
Yeah.
And I still love him, but it's over here because he's not here anymore.
And even though, like, I know you bloody know this, gal, and your rings are stunning, beautiful, would never want to take them off, really, if we're just talking about
Well, that's the thing is I
jewelry.
don't.
But at the end of the day, they don't, like...
I know.
You know,
it's so
it
hard
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because everything else matters.
It's so jarring because in this moment, all I want to do is say, I just want Sam. Yeah. And then my psychologist who would say, you can't have Sam, he is dead. Like, and everyone listening would go, whoa, that's so harsh. But she's trying to retrain my brain because my brain just is searching for him.
Yeah.
Searching for him. And so it's about teaching me to not look anymore.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's... Yeah. So
probably not helpful when you've got friends that are like, oh my God, where is he? What is he doing? What's going on?
Where's Samuel? Oh, gosh. But yeah, that was just something that's been weighing on me, the wedding rings. And they're over here. And I think also because I know I have to move forward.
Yeah.
And
whether you like it or not. Like life is going on.
That's exactly what it is. It's whether I like it or not. Like I don't like being alone.
No.
But I want to be with Sam still. But I also know that I can't have Sam.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm still...
It's chaotic.
It is very chaotic. It's hard to feel so lonely, but to want something that you can't have, but then the things that maybe might help fix that loneliness, you feel funny. And not that there's any person standing there going, you could be...
And because none of it seems like the right answer. Like there's no clear winner.
Yeah, I don't know how to like... It's like I feel sometimes there's a battle between who do I love more?
Oh, okay.
Me or Sam? You know?
Yeah.
Like, will I pick myself when it comes down to it, and will I pick a happiness if it's there, you know? Or will I pick him and be sad? Yeah.
My heart breaks for you, gal, because as much as I want to say...
And I know those things aren't true, and my psychologist would say that's the story you're telling yourself.
Yeah. And you have to choose you.
Yeah.
And he would be so fucked off if you didn't choose you, gal. Like, honestly.
Yeah. Hey, you're so right.
Side note. But do you remember when he said to you, you can move on as long as it's with...
Oh my God, we should have got... Yeah. I'll have to play the audio for you guys someday, and we'll have to talk about it properly, the video Samuel left me. We'll have to break it down, but... At one point, he basically says there's one exception,
Yeah.
and it's Harry Styles.
Far out.
Fuck!
Sheesh.
I am screwed. But actually, back to the amazing psychologist, she said, easy, you find someone and they change their name to Harry Styles.
She's so good.
I think I've got more of a chance of getting with Harry Styles
Than getting someone to change their name.
No, yeah, that or finding someone I like. Or they like me, I don't know.
It's like, hey, one condition, you have to change your name legally to Harry Styles. Out of all the names. Oh, God.
Could be worse.
Oh, bless you, gal.
Anyway, good catch up. Let's move on before I cry too much. We did have some exciting news this week. I thought we'd change a bit of pace here.
Did we ever?
We got a message from a marketing company who was representing GHD. Yes, that GHD, Good Hair Day, the hair straightening styling company.
What the flop?
Basically, they messaged and said, hey, we love the podcast. We would love to gift you a GHD styler each. It was so exciting.
Oh, my God. I'm still so excited and still in so much shock. Have you got it here now?
I do have it here now, but before I give you yours, I just want you to tell the story of what you did when you found out. So I then messaged Sarah and I'm like, no, I ring you, I think. I'm like, mate, oh my gosh. Because I don't know, everybody that's listening, if someone messaged you and said they wanted to give you a GHD, I think you'd ring your bestie as well. Like, that's the coolest thing that's happened to me in like 2 years. But anyway, Michael comes home.
Yeah. Well, he comes home. I'm just itching to tell someone because I'm freaking chuffed. Go outside, like literally. It must have been like, I don't know, 8:30 at night. And I go outside. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? And he's like, oh my God, has someone died? Because I'm not a run outside when husband turns home kind of gal.
Well, you've been married 10 years nearly, so.
like that is not me. And then I was like, we got hair straightened. He was stoked for us, like super stoked.
Oh, here's your one,
Oh my
gal.
goodness.
Thank you so much, GHD. I got a blow dry brush and it's lilac, which is like one of my favourite colours.
Sorry, I better just quickly open it, seeing as it's my first time. Oh my goodness. I have got a pair of pink hair straighteners.
Oh, wow. It's like a dusty pink. The Futurescape collection, which
Yeah.
I'm really into space, so I just think this was perfect.
Oh, that's so nice. And a little bag to keep it in. That's so lush.
Say
thank you so much, GHD.
I was going to say thank you. Say thank you in a kind voice. Thank you.
That's too kind.
We had to say goodbye in my sister's household, actually, to Jenny. And you would have heard me talk about Jenny. Not that Jenny. She arrived in November last year. She is a German girl. She's about, I want to say she's 23, 24.
Right.
And she came over to live in my sister's house with the kids and stuff to play softball in her softball team. So they call it like an import player. But basically she like home exchanged with my sister.
Yeah.
And she's been there for a while and now she had to leave and go back home. The kids love her. Luna loves her. All my sister's kids love her. She's just fitted in really well. She's really kind. We have family dinner every Sunday night with other family friends of ours, and we've done it for as long as I can remember, since I was a kid. And she's come along to those as well. So that family's become really close with Jenny. So she stood up in front of all of us, the kids, my mum, my sister, Leanne and Neil, and was just like, it was so beautiful.
What did she do?
She just burst into tears.
Oh.
And she was just like, thank you so much for having me. It's been so hard coming. The other side of the world, I didn't know anyone. I didn't have my family with me, and you guys have become my family here.
Oh, bless her.
It was so sweet. She was just crying. She's like, thank you for accepting me into your family. Thank you for caring about me. Thank you for trusting me with your kids.
Oh, that's so nice. Can she come back?
I know. And we were all sitting there crying. And it's like when my sister told me.
I know, I remember.
I was like, oh, cool, we're getting some German girl. Like, and it's nothing. I was just like, oh, some foreigner's coming to stay. Like, I'm still griefy as.
And we've got a babysitter for 6 months.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, cool, now we have to hang out with her. And I just want to pack a sad because my life's turned to shit.
And then she was the best thing ever.
She was the best. And Luna just loved her. And she was so sweet. And gosh, she was so much better than my sister's last homestay.
Oh, yeah.
I remember in high school, she had a chick from Chile come stay, and they were all smoking out the back. Dad went off as rocker about it. I don't think she liked my sister, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you often would get exchange students, but it was never like someone that was the same vibe as you.
Yeah. Have you ever had exchange students?
Yeah, we had them heaps when I was like a real young kid. Like, my parents would always have them through the teachers' college.
Oh,
Randomly, we'd always have Japanese exchange
Really?
students. Yeah, for like 6 or 8 weeks, they would come stay, and they were always super grateful too. They'd come with bouquets of flowers and gifts. And
Japanese people are
Hello
so
Kitty,
kind like that.
Hello Kitty, everything we had growing up.
Oh,
I know, and they loved me because I had blue eyes and blonde hair, and my
So
sister
you were
had
different.
Yeah, she had olive skin and dark hair, so they love. Lots of Asian cultures just love blue-eyed blonde people, so
because they've got all dark hair. Yeah,
I assume. I don't know. I didn't ask the why.
Or maybe you were just really pretty.
Oh, true.
You never even thought of that.
No, but yeah, we always had exchange students, so yeah, that was the norm. I don't really hear of it these days, though, apart from sports stuff like your sister.
Yeah, well, you went to your hairdresser this morning, though.
I sure did.
She was saying to you that she went on an exchange to, where was it?
Singapore, when she was only 11.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
With my friends' tourism groups, and we were there for about a week and a half, and we got paired up with like random homestays. I had this really, really nice family, but I don't think they really knew what to do with me, so every morning they would feed me Maccas, and
Like Western food?
yeah, like literally I'll go get pancakes and like maple syrup. It was delicious. And then
That's a lot of McDonald's.
yeah, and I think they realised, shit, this is getting quite expensive, and like we don't really know this girl. So on the last day, they fed me the leftover fish curry from the night before. That night before, we were sleeping in the room. I had to share the room with the homestay, and her mum had like given presents as like a thank you for staying, and then my homestay took the present that she was supposed to give me. She wanted to keep it.
What the heck? She literally stole a present off you that her mum had given.
I want that one. And I was like, oh, okay.
Did she think her mum just wouldn't notice? That is so
'cause
bizarre.
We were just in the room. Like, it was just us in the room, so I feel like her mum's not going to really notice until she goes and, like, into her room or cleans it out, or her daughter starts using it. And after we left there, we had to go to the theme parks, which was amazing. But the fish curry didn't agree with me, so I vomited over everyone's shoes and had to get sent back to the hotel. And I missed out on going to, like, the biggest mall in Singapore, so I was really gutted because I wanted to spend some money. But yeah, it was an amazing experience nonetheless.
Oh my gosh. I love
crazy?
that. Every day you got Maccas, and then on the last day you get given fish curry, which makes you throw up and you can't even go to the best theme
I
park.
know.
And then the other part is that your host steals the gift.
Yeah,
You
that
were
is so
so
rude.
scared.
What a savage. She's like, nah, I'm taking that.
She's like, stuff this kiwi. I'm taking it shit.
Yeah, bugger what my mum says. I'm keeping that.
Oh my gosh. And Lana from More FM's Breakfast Club, she had a homestay stay with her when she was a kid for a while.
Okay, so we had an exchange student called Grace who came to us in the far north at our family homestead, which is pretty, how do I say it? Oh, we're pretty mainstream home. She turned up, I think she was quite shell-shocked. She was with us for a year. Things seemed to be going okay. She was kind of a bit of a recluse. She was like probably 16. And it wasn't until it came to the end of her first year, she'd signed up for 2 years at our house, first year where she went home for the holidays, Mum was like beginning to wonder during that year, like, where are all of our plates going and our cups? And weirdly enough, all the tea towels. And so what she found was when Grace went back to Korea for a break, every single plate that we just thought we were missing over time was like put under her bed, and it was like stacks and stacks of plates, like more plates than what you'd see at farmers. Like they were just, and they were all dirty, none of them were washed. And then we waited for her to come back, and she never came back, and we never heard from her again. The end.
What? That is nuts.
It's so fucked up. She's just like, do you know what? I feel like that's someone with anxiety and super shy.
Yeah.
Like they're just like, I can't take the plate back. I'm just going to hide it under my bed.
Yeah, it's chaotic. Did you know somebody else actually messaged him when we put it on Instagram? I don't know. They didn't get to the full story, but they said that their home, they had hosted someone and then that person left and ended up shacking up with, I think, another homestay person. And then all of a sudden they saw her name pop up in the media because she murdered them.
What?
The person that they had living in their house ended up being a murderer, and they saw it all over the news and had to go to a court trial or something.
Oh, my Lord.
I know. So word to the wise, don't be kind, don't host anyone.
Well, I was just telling you about amazing Jenny from Germany. Maybe if they're only associated with the sports group. Yeah. Perhaps.
Yeah, someone who can vouch for them.
Oh, my God. You said something before. You said, what a find. And that actually reminded me of something you did the other day. So I was away in Nelson over the weekend with my family, so I couldn't go to our friend's baby shower. And she had a baby shower that was hosted in the fancy part of town. And tell everybody what you did while you were there. After the lunch, you were driving past.
Well, yeah. No, we were just walking back to the car. There must have been a group about 4 or 5 of us. And then a friend just up ahead, mutual friend, she saw something hanging out of a clothing bin. So she gave it a bit of a tug. The clothing bin opens, a whole bag, because it was in a flash part of town, whole bag of designer gears.
What part of town was it? We live in Ototahi. What part of
It was
town?
in Maryvale.
Oh, okay. Right.
It was outside Maryvale
So that's like
Mall.
if you live in Auckland, someone said Ponsonby. If you live in Wellington, someone said rich part of the townville.
And if
Just
you
trying
lived
to be
in Dunedin.
relatable. And I was like, I don't know where the fancy parts of town are.
Yeah. But honestly, I scored myself a new blazer.
Where from?
Our one friend, do you remember that shop Q? CUE?
Oh, yeah.
And then there was a whole bunch of country road stuff, witchery,
So all the fancy brands.
all the fancy brands. Yeah, word to the wise. Go stand there when you want something.
What quality
nice.
was it?
Beautiful. Stunning. Probably just fresh out of the dry cleaners.
Oh, my Lord. I
Yeah.
don't know whether you should be, like, embarrassed because you've actually stolen in a way, because that was
Yeah,
given with
I
the
didn't think about that.
intention of being given to people who are needy or to Save Mart, who then sells them. I don't know. Where does the
Oh,
clothing...
now I feel a bit stink.
No, but where does the clothing bin clothes go? That's something we could do a deep dive
I don't
investigation.
know. I feel like I heard a rumour once that if you put them in those bins, they actually just rip them up and make like blankets out of them for furniture removal places, unless it says specifically on it.
Oh, if you're listening to this and you know the answer, please comment it on the Spotify episode or message us on Instagram, Bestie Boo Show. I want to know where clothing bin clothes go to. Is it going to Save Mart? Because only Salvation Army stuff get the stuff donated to them, but these clothing bins. But sometimes they used to have child cancer on them, didn't they? Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm getting lost in a whirlwind. But the thing is, I don't know whether you're a genius or you should be ashamed of yourself.
Me neither. It's not something I've done before, and it probably isn't something I'd do if I was again by myself. But
Please.
with encouragement.
No, don't lie. Don't say that because you're doing a podcast. If you right now went to Maryvale, fancy part of town, and you saw a bag again, would you go and pick it up, put it in your car? I would. After you telling this story,
Yeah.
I'm picking up the bag.
I think so.
I'm not going to act like I didn't pick up the bag. Like, well, I
just don't
didn't,
know.
but that I wouldn't.
I don't know. Like, if I had encouragement, for sure. If I was alone, no. What could
Really?
be? Yeah, well, what might be in the bag?
Clothes.
Yeah, it might be scary. It might be, I don't know.
Scary clothes.
It's like,
What is clothes from Boohoo?
I don't know, gal. Maybe it's a Halloween outfit.
Okay, moving on. I went out for tea for my sister's birthday the other night with my mum and my sister, and I rang to book it because I tried online and it was like, oh, it's all booked out. You need to ring. So then I ring and it's like, hello, I am an AI receptionist to take your booking. When were you liking to book for? And then and then I said it, and then it was quite a long silence after I said it. I'm like, did they get? And then they hear it and they're like, okay, what time? And they go through the whole booking with you.
Interesting.
And I booked the table through AI.
Oh my gosh.
But it got me thinking about this whole AI world.
Yeah.
It's like we were talking about it 3 years ago, and now we are so in the AI world. It is all go. Like me and you often talk about how we use chat GPT for counselling. Like when I can't see my psychologist because I can't see as much as I want to because it's expensive, but I will message chat GPT and it will work through things with me.
Yeah, we use ChatGPT a lot. Like I use it all the time for work, all the time. But even personally, all the time. I bloody love it.
Well, the other day when I'd come back from Nelson, you'd had something going on and you used Chat GP. I struggle to say it. Sorry, I say it slowly.
Chat-GPT.
It sent me.
Well, that's how you say GPT fast.
I'm trying to get back on track.
Yes, I sent you a summary
Yeah.
of everything
your
you've missed in the
drama.
world of Sarah.
Yeah, and it was
Because
like,
I'd been having quite the conversation throughout the afternoon with ChatGPT. And and then I said to her, Sam's coming home. I need to send her a summary message of everything she's missed. Can you do me this? And oh my gosh, it was so funny because it put it into like how I talk, which I thought was funny.
Excuse me. Yes, it did. And then it even had like bold parts, unbolded parts. And then it would say, you might ask, why didn't I do this? Well, we've worked through that and we decided the best option was this because of these reasons.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, okay. I had no questions.
Yeah.
I felt fully informed, fully kept up to date. But if it's something you haven't done before, I really would suggest talking.
Yeah.
Part of me worries that it's going to steal all your information and use it to program us later and steal our lives. But let's pretend that part's not happening. And maybe we could use it as counselling. Because Chris Lynch, okay, I don't know if he wants me to say this. He is a journalist in Otatahi. He's very well known. And we've had conversations before about Chat GPT for counselling.
Yeah,
So
it's so good. Yeah, I use it all the time at work too. I work in marketing and sometimes I need something and I use it.
Oh, sorry, I put my hand up. That's what we used to do at work when we wanted to say something.
Okay. I'm like new to this one. I was like looking at the room.
It basically means me next. I've got something to say.
All right. I work in marketing. You put your hand. I was like, you don't work. You need a job. If anyone's employing a broadcaster, can you reach out to Samantha Baxter? Anywho, I work in marketing.
Not joking. Oh, it just reminded me about those Barbie things that you made. You
I
made us into
know.
Barbies the other day. Mine was a little tubby, but that's fine.
Michael rang me. He's like, why is Sam so fat? I was like, I know. Why did you do that to her?
Oh my God.
And then I shared with him the photo that I used for the AI because both you and I look like we are the same size as each
know.
other in that photo, but it made me like taut.
You bullshit, man.
You frumpy.
I love so much that your husband rang you to be like, why is Sam so fat in the Barbie photo?
I often think the same thing, like you just said about the AI stealing all our information with the Barbie thing. You can just bet in 2 weeks all these like people are going to come out and be like, oh my God, all those photos you uploaded and told ChatGPT what you like and what you don't like is going to use. Oh,
China's got it.
Yeah.
And they're launching a super
Do you
bug for
remember-
your computer that's going to ruin your Instagram.
yeah. Remember when Snapchat filters came out and people were like, it's stealing your face, you're going to end up with your face everywhere.
Oh, I think there's just something in everything currently. But yeah, we looked cute but tubby as Barbie dolls.
That reminds me, we should actually share when we were making our Bestie Boos little picture that's on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, logo-y type thing.
We
yeah.
actually used AI to make that. And so we were... we would...
No, I actually drew that and then Sarah coloured it in.
Yeah, we're so artsy. Do you know I still haven't finished my diamond art lion? Anyway, we used AI to make that picture and we did quite a few variations. And the one that we ended up with, I loved. Like, we looked so good, but we look like the Ozempic versions of ourselves. Like, we know that. So I said to it, could you please make us a little bit, like, tubbier? And I thought it might just add a couple of kegs. Like, you know,
like
maybe
5 to
around a
10.
face. Same picture, round a face. It just, like, we looked like
Sumo.
sumo wrestlers.
Yep.
Like, oh my God, I'll have to. In an alternate world, that could have been our logo. Please.
Yeah, watch out for AI. Just something I want to tell you about that I saw on Facebook yesterday. My old boss at More FM, Australian Amy, she's gone back home now. She had her cat run away 11 months ago, like her mum's cat at their house in Australia. They were gutted, absolutely gutted that the cat was gone, devastated. They even went to a psychic to be like, hey, what's happened to the cat? The psychic was like, I'm so sorry. It's been run over. Cat's gone. Anywho, they get a phone call the other day. Cat's turned up at the pound.
And I've grieved the cat.
I've grieved it.
Oh my God.
It got me thinking, have you ever been to a psychic?
I thought you were going to say, have you ever been to the pound? I I was like, yeah, duh.
I've been to the
I got a
power.
dog. Weird flex, but okay.
Woof, woof.
Have I ever been to a psychic? I don't think so. I've been to like, you know those sensing murder people?
Yep, medium psychics.
Yep, they did a show. They did a show one day where like 100 people come.
I've been to Deb Webber's one.
Yeah, I think it might have been Deb Webber actually.
Oh, yeah, not Sue Nicholson.
No,
Calvin Crookshanks.
it was Sue Nicholson actually.
She's more of a red orangey hair.
The spiky.
Yes, that's the one. She seems lovely.
No, but I love all that sort of stuff.
Same.
Sign me up. I want to go to all of the things. I love it.
She's very passionate for someone who only went to one thing one time. But I had an amazing medium psychic reading once. She, at that point, this was probably like, top of my head, 7 years ago. Mm-hmm. And when I sat down, like she worked out my dad's name. She worked out how my dad died. She worked out my mum's name, my sister's name, that I was about 6 months away from going to Europe.
Wow.
Going on this trip. She started naming the places I was going to go. She said to me, "You're going to go on a helicopter over the Alps?" And I said, "Oh, I hope so. There's an option there to do it as an extra for Top Deck, and I really do want to do it." She's like, "No, you will." And then when I went on the Top Deck tour, and it got to the Switzerland part where there was the helicopter thing, it turns out that it was, so people that were skydiving got to go on the helicopter, but sometimes there might be one seat left to go on the helicopter, and that's basically how it had worked out. Only one person on the bus of 30 could go on the helicopter with the skydivers and pay. So everyone that wanted to do that wrote their name down. I just knew. Because she'd told me, I was like, I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
And I think probably at least half the bus put their name down, and I got it. And I just knew it because she had said it to me.
That's so good.
But if I hadn't have got it, gosh, you bloody beat your bottom dollar. She would have got a freaking bad Trade Me review.
Yeah. On psychicsrus.com.
She sucks. Where's my helicopter ride, Sue Nicholson? It wasn't her, but no, she genuinely was amazing, and I would love, obviously, to go now. But I feel like now I would smell someone who was lying to me. Because it's Sam, my husband. Like, I would know. I would know.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It must be
please.
hard too when like you've lived so much of your life publicly, and also like you've got bloody Women's Day articles about you.
Oh, now,
and
yes.
stuff like
Yeah,
that. Like
for sure.
people, if they do a Google of the name on the booking, there's so much that would come up about you.
Yeah, that's only if they Googled, though. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't know. Yeah, I
No.
don't think every psychic in town. Oh, actually, sorry. They already know. They know everything.
What do you mean?
Well, they're psychics, Sarah. They don't need to Google us. They know.
So, to be honest, why aren't more of them lotto winners? Nah, I do
just
love
said
it
that
though.
you love it.
I do love it though, but it does make you wonder.
Oh, it does. Of course it does. But I think that, yeah. Oh, we could go down a rabbit hole here, couldn't we?
I think we should go to one. I think we
I
should
would
do it.
love to go to one. I would love to have someone, I don't know if we sit them in the middle of the couch and do a reading. I'd love for us to go do that. So if
We could
anyone,
line that up,
if anyone
surely.
has a great psychical medium that would be up for us recording a bit of it, wouldn't have to be the whole thing, maybe just some of it so that we could play it back to you guys or filming it.
I
or
feel
anything.
like lots of them record them anyway.
Yeah, true, they do. But it's just more the publicity side of it. You know, some people can be mean to psychics and mediums, like some of the things we've just said.
But we actually do love it and
But we
really
would
want to talk to you.
Be super respectful. No, but would love to. So if you have any leads that way, please hit us up.
Please.
Well, tonight is the night. If you would, our last podcast, Sarah was telling us it's Aries season, and now we're in the middle of Aries season because your birthday is coming up on the
Days away.
15th
Yeah.
of April.
Sure
so
is.
it's pretty much now. And tonight we are having a little celebration. So it's just you, me, and our friend Hayley.
Yep.
Correct?
Yeah.
I wasn't meant
You
to
tell
invite
me.
other people away. Like, this is what I mean.
I think Nicole might come round too.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
cool.
I invited Jerry, but she was going to come. But then her friends had a surprise wedding today, so she's ended up at a surprise wedding.
Oh, my sister had a surprise wedding.
Oh, you mean when she got married? Oh, I thought you meant today. I was like, maybe they're at the same one. What are the chances? Yeah.
Yeah, so we're having drinks tonight for Sarah's birthday. She's asked us to watch the Eras tour on the projector. Someone in my family has a projector, so I've borrowed it. I've set it up in the garage. I've made sure I can log into Disney, and I've tested the thing, so I know it works.
yeah.
So I've done that, and I'm here, and I got you some drinks.
Amazing.
So I think we're on the right track.
Yay. Why are you so worried?
I don't know, like just the more things you say, I start to think, oh,
What
my
do
God.
I say?
You're like, well, you tell me. I'm like, wait, what? You told me that you wanted to watch the Eras tour in the garage with some drinks. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, but then you said, are we wearing dressing up clothes tonight? Are we going out? And I said, well, you tell me.
Yeah, well, I mean, do you want to go out? It's your birthday. Are we going out or are we just staying in here?
I don't know what you've arranged.
Okay, anyway, we've got to go.
I guess we'll see. Keep an eye out for my birthday reel. It'll have to be pitch back in the gap. Pitch black. Oh my God. Are people hiding in there?
Measures they've been in there this whole time.
Just sitting there silently.
Just 40 minutes waiting for this to wrap up.
They're like, these bitches better shut up.
God, that joke wasn't funny.
Yeah. And all of a sudden they're like, yeah, not the podcast for us.
No wonder all the boys thought it was going to be
bless
shit.
them. I did bring something to wrap up. Oh, it's been a bit of a week, really. So I found this quote that you've probably heard before, but I just thought it was timely. It says, there are friends and there is family, and then there are friends who become family. And this week that felt pretty bang on for me.
That's nice.
You can't pick them, can you? The family part.
No, you cannot. Oh, there's so much we could unpack with that. But yep,
Anyway.
you're very right, gal. And thank God
Best
for our
go
friends,
celebrate
eh?
me, eh? You going to wrap this up?
We're going to wrap this up.
All right.
Hey, thanks so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed it. Once again, feel free to flick us a message. Bestie Boo Show on Instagram. Okay. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.